This little box might be the biggest revolution in budget flight simulator hardware we've seen in years. This is the Rosefire A106 Pro, and it promises something that almost sounds unbelievable. An aluminum alloy frame, adjustable backlighting, realistic tactile switches, and a near seamless integration for Flight Simulator for a shockingly low price. But is it as good as it seems? With a price this low, there must be compromises. So today, we're finding out if this is the budget hero we've been waiting for, or if it's just too good to be true. So one of the benefits of this unit, other than being affordable, is its size. Because it's so compact, it's really great at just sitting on a desk, or if you're going to be like me, mount it to a sim rig, because it also features a VESA mount. But I want to show you on my desk first, so let's get straight to setting this up. And it's as simple as literally plugging in one cable. Just like that. Now that's all it's left to do is jump onto the computer, download MobiFlight, and open the preset. Other than that, it's done. So as you can see, I've wasted no time diving into 2024 with the Phoenix A320. The thing that got me by surprise is as long as you got MobiFlight open, this thing just instantly connects and works. All the buttons, all the light up features, everything, as soon as I spawned in, came to life straight away. But let's take a closer look at this in action. As you can see, the lights and the switches are perfectly synced up to the simulator. With the Phoenix A320, there's no delay. As soon as you hit a switch and it goes into position, straight away in the sim, it also follows along. And these switches aren't just regular switches, they've also got a really nice detent in them. So when they go up into position, there's a nice and satisfying clunk. But at the same time, it's also not a heavy switch, so you don't need to put a lot of weight into it, but there is a little bit of force required, but enough that you can still use it on your desk. Not only that, but the push buttons have a nice positive click as well, with some of them even staying in place as they're required to do, and the backlighting gives you a nice visual confirmation that your action has been registered. However, no product is perfect. A closer inspection reveals a few smart compromises to keep the costs down. Some of the switches that have switch caps are very clearly 3D printed, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they do have a bit of a less quality feeling to them. The switch caps themselves can spin around freely because they haven't been glued into place, and the 3D printing is a little bit on the rougher edge when you look closely. Again, it's a very minor thing, but it's worth noting. The same goes with the alignment knob. It's also 3D printed by the feel, but looks a lot better and more refined than the leaning lights, which would make sense because it's a lot bigger of a part to print. The only other big thing for me that's worth noting is the backlighting control is actually on the side of the panel. And for some reason, the knob has a lot of range of travel, but only seems to control the light at the very last little bit. Other than that, it would have been nice to see the actual light control knob on the panel itself with the switches, but I can understand they've ran out of room here. So is the Rosefire A106 Pro the answer for every aspiring cockpit builder on a budget? My answer is a resounding yes, and I'll tell you why. This panel isn't just good for the money, it's genuinely decent. And I was honestly surprised at the quality of this build, and the fact that we have an alloy frame with a VESA mount makes it really great for compatibility. So whether you're using it on your desk, or you've got a home cockpit or a sim rig, mounting it should be no problem. Now I saw another review out there on this, and during their testing they found that the buttons had a delay and sometimes they wouldn't register. Now they'll try it in the fly-by-wire A320. Personally, my experience hasn't been this at all. I'm being 100% truthful in saying I haven't had a single fault yet. The only thing to note is if the switch is in the on position and you start the aircraft in colon dark, then you'll obviously have to switch the position to off and back on so it goes to that position, which will probably be the same for any controller that you use. So my suggestion is once you finish, switch everything to the off position and make sure any push buttons are unpressed, just so when you fire it up next time, it's just a seamless transition. Now obviously there were some minor imperfections and smart compromises, but for the price I was honestly expecting a lot worse. So if you're looking at upgrading your flight sim hardware or building a cockpit, check out RTR Hobbies where you can get the A106 Pro for the time of recording for 180 bucks, which genuinely in my opinion is a steal. It's normally priced at $210, so check the link in the description where you can check it out on RTR Hobbies website. Now, a huge thanks to the team at RTR Hobbies. They've been amazing at sending this out to me and letting me review it. They didn't pay me to say anything. I'm allowed to give a completely unbiased review, whether it was good or bad. But other than that, guys, I can't thank you enough for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, get subscribed, and let me know down in the comments what you want me to check out next. But until then, I'll catch you next time.